Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Gloria Parra. Today for my creative scrapbook, I want to start a new layout with you. And this time I want to focus on this kind of pattern papers. Papers that have a very bold design at the bottom. Simple Stories is very known for that, for creating like big florals in one corner or scenes in the bottom. So how do we create with those papers? You know, sometimes they can be a little intimidating, and that's what I want to tackle today with you. Okay, so let's create it. We have, for this paper, I want to, what I usually do, friends, when I have this kind of papers, is cut around my scene and insert another paper in the back. So we have this beautiful cloud paper from the same Pack Your Bags Simple Stories collection that matches perfect with this. And we have this Vicky Button Where to Next cloud paper. So I want to create a little scene. Okay, I have all my buildings down here and I want to create my sky up there. So I have this photos of us. We went to a restaurant called Peak, and it was located in the 101st floor, and it had an amazing view. So we had some amazing food, and then we took some great photos with all the buildings in the back. So I have a couple family photos, another with the grandmas, and some selfies, and with my love. So I'm not sure which ones I will use, maybe 2, maybe 3, but I have all the options here. So let's start creating with this kind of pattern papers. What I do first, you're gonna need something, a cutting mat and a craft knife to start cutting all around. So let's do 3/4 of an inch, and let's start cutting. Let's get a pencil and marker our 3/4 of an inch. I hope my head is not getting in the way. I really like creating with this kind of paper. It's fun, it's something new. Okay, so let's get our cutting knife and let's start making our cut around here. If you don't feel comfortable with this, with a craft knife, or your hand hurts, whatever it is, the case, you can just make a small cut and then use a very detailed scissor and go all around. I've done that before and it works wonderfully. Okay, just try to go slow and steady. That way you can get all around your design. We will cover some of that clouds because our paper will come from down there. Okay, so we can add some clouds with our stickers and some die cuts, so don't worry, we will have clouds. Okay, so you just take this slowly. It doesn't have to be perfect. You see? Just work all around the design. I want to show you, if it's something you're not comfortable doing, you can use, I have my precious cutter bee here that I love, and you can just cut around going from beneath the paper, and that way it's a little easier, you have more control, and it's another option if you don't feel comfortable with a craft knife. I prefer the craft knife, so I will finish cutting this and come back with you. Okay, now I have my paper cut, leaving 3/4 of an inch on each side. Okay, now I'm gonna take this aside for a minute, and I'm gonna bring my trimmer and the pattern paper that I think I want to use, let's first cut the paper strip, and let's take 3/4 of an inch on each side. You can save that for a border or any other thing you want to use it for. 3/4. I'm going to take from the bottom because I want to save that plane up there. Just want to cut that cloud a little. Yeah. Okay. So there we have it. Now let's bring this in and let's tuck it inside. Yeah. There it is. And you see, we now have our paper coming from beneath. I've gone ahead and I've added some machine stitching with white thread to all my borders. I just love machine stitching on my layouts. So that's not something necessary, but if you like texture and that homemade feel, you can go ahead and add some stitching. I love how that's looking. I already love it. So I'm gonna bring in, not sure if I'm gonna have my my family photo and the one with my husband there. And I'm loving this Ready for an Adventure. This is from the Big Bits Pieces. I love this one. So let's use it here as my title, and Ready for an Adventure, because we sure had an adventure in that place. And I have the big florals. I love the big bits here. Look at the camera, the world, cars. I love this giant tag. I want to make sure I use it in my layouts for this month. The suitcase, and I have the airplane somewhere around. Okay, so I think I'm not sure if I'm gonna have my flower here, and maybe some suitcases and some fun stuff there. Now we can adhere our pattern paper. Just go ahead and add some adhesive in the back. So this was such a fun place. I had been to the Top of the Rock, I think it's the other place, and I really like this one. I really liked the dining experience there, was amazing. If you ever get the chance to go, I highly recommend it. The view it's just stunning, and the girls had so much fun there. Now let's add some adhesive down there. Yeah. That's great. So then we can add some foam adhesive like under this and make this look with a little dimension. Okay, now I have to make my mind and see which photos I'm gonna use. If it's gonna be of the family or the selfie and the one with my husband. I like them both, but I think I will tell the story of them up there, of all of us up there. Now let's use a family photo. Let's bring in our sticker sheets and see what can we put here. We have the little suitcase. We have the little world. So we can put some of those like that. Tuck them under. I think we need some color here. Oh, I also want to mat my photos with some yellow paper. So if you can see, they're blending too much with my clouds, right? So I need something that makes them pop, since the sky was so blue that day that all the photo looks blue, right? So I need to make it pop. Let's do that before embellishing. I have my 2 photos matted. I chose the yellow pattern paper. I love that yellow map paper, and the grid pink lines, the pink grid. I love that paper as well. And I've made my little pencil marks there, and we'll adhere my photos so that way we can start embellishing and we can finish this super fun layout. Remember to just add your adhesive in the middle, that way we can tuck things in if we need to. That way we can layer things. I want to layer my photos a little as well. And I'm gonna use this Ready for an Adventure. It's part of the Big Bits ephemera, the Simple Stories ephemera, and I'm gonna put it more to the left. I also brought in one of the journaling cards that I want to tuck under my photo. I have a little adhesive, but I can tuck this in. If you wish, you could put the little label at the bottom, but I'm gonna put it just on the top. That way I get more journaling space. Yeah, adhere that there. Because friends, I can stay hours without adhering, and we need to finish this up, right? We have more layouts to make. Okay, we have our title here. I have this little, well, it's not little, it's actually a bit big. It's from this sheet, so I'm gonna bring in that world, and I'm gonna tuck it under my, yeah, I had it somewhere here, like this, like peeking from behind. I have a big floral from this pack as well, and I want to bring it down here. Okay, we're gonna make one cluster at this side, a little cluster down here, and one up here. One thing that I loved are these little bubbles that say go, see, do, and I want to incorporate those. Those came from the sticker sheet, from these little circles, and I want to incorporate them here. So let's start adhering. I will start adhering my big title there. Okay, now that we have our first cluster here and our journaling tag placed down, we can create our 2 little clusters up here. I also wanted to add this Dream It, Plan It, Do It from the Echo Park pack over there. My husband planned this special meal and special day, so yeah, so I like that saying, dream it, plan it, do it. So, don't forget to look for words and sayings, titles that speak to your story, that remind you of the moment you had with your family. You get tons of sayings in this kit that I'm sure you will find something. Now let's create our little cluster up here. Again, another floral. Remember to always add like the bigger piece that you've got and then start layering. Okay, so here I want to put the go here, the see, yeah, go, see, and do down there. Yeah, go, see, do. So let's I will bring in my foam, and I will adhere this one, my floral piece. I wish I had a bigger floral, but I think I'm out of all the big ones. Maybe we could layer one here, but let's look at it. We have a floral paper that we can also cut, right? I'm just gonna adhere the blue one. I'm gonna tuck the green leaf under, and that way we don't have lots of green there. And this one will go down here. So let's put the adhesive. There we go. Let's adhere the do, and I'm missing the little arrow. I thought that had like ripped, but it's separate. So if you're using and recreating this layout or using that little bubble, don't get scared. You haven't ripped it. It's just separate. And we will put that one here. Whenever you're layering, try to work those layers the best way possible. We want everything to touch. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I have to take this out and just put the do. Yeah, I think that's better. So go see do. You know, I have these two like right in the same line, and I don't like that. So let's find maybe a place here. I like my items to be not in the same line, you know? I like them to create like a visual triangle, and I think I need to move those a little. Yeah, I like this better, friends. I like this better. I love how this, you know, feels more balanced. If you have your items in the same line, I like it. So I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but I really like how that little triangle works. So yeah, let's add this little arrow that we're missing, and we will be done. Yeah, friends, now you can go ahead and add some little final touches. Like I like to say, your confetti. You can add a geotag. We're missing some blue here, so try to bring the colors that you're missing to your clusters. We're missing some yellow down here, so maybe we can get something yellow here. We have this little floral, so we can bring that maybe there. And here we're missing some of the pink or the reddish, so we can bring that one. Oh, we have a foam, so let's bring in a different texture. And I think that's it, friends. I think that's it. We can add that one up here since it's already with adhesive. We can add it up there. That way I don't waste it. Thank you so much for stopping by, friends. I hope you've enjoyed creating this layout. I hope you give the video a thumbs up, and I hope you press that bell button and subscribe. That way you never miss a process video and all that I'm planning on bringing you, all the content that I'm preparing. Thank you so much for stopping by, for all the nice comments and messages that you leave me. They make my day. This was Gloria Parra for my creative scrapbook. Until the next time, bye-bye.